Okay. We move. I'm gonna finish this Canto. I'm gonna unlock that that better EXP excavation. We move. Base skills, Aimson are in direct succession. Oh, I don't know what the error was. I'll take it. I actually kind of want to see what the error was. Electric screaming. Yeah, issue. Yep. I realize that more skills that consume love and hate charging. Opponents can grow excessively fast. It's fixing. Damn. Name. No, I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so real with you. Yeah, it's still just these. All right. Well, I will take the free lunacy. I'll take that. Declaration of participation. That's a bar and a half. Alright. Isn't that Giabayo? What's that doing? That? Crazy. Well, what did he just say? I had a feeling this was gonna happen, but we really kicked the hornet's nest, huh? Ark won it all and gets upon our glory. In the 11th hour, doth the final band of heroes arrive. Yisong, don't pretend you're not with us. At least give the audience a wave. Guys, I don't think they're taking the announcement too well. A large portion of these audience is vociferously expressing their collective confusion, wrath, and concern. These emotions are expressed by their jaws that have been opened past a certain degree. As Merceau, why am I doing this now? Observed, I realized that the chaos wasn't restricted to the audiences. The candidates were starting to get agitated too. And there he is, the disgusting, duplicitous bastard who brings annihilation to everyone around him with that silly, innocent smile. Damn! Huh? What's wrong? I thought Bio wasn't participating in the hierarchy war. That dumbass. Sink, slice your neck, clean. Explain yourself. Now. Miss Sound told me to grab onto your sword like this, like my life depended on it if you said that exact phrase. Blimey, can't we just... She mentioned it to Heathcliff. She told me that if you ever say anything, like, can't we just give him a good beating if he knows that I should... It's gonna be fucking panking his ass off, bro. What a throwback. Decorum. I demand decorum. I hope you do not mean to risk having your body marred. Withdraw your name. It isn't too late. Now. I'm heading in, Father. 33rd candidate, Bio of the Gia family. Come forth. Ready, Dante? I don't know. And what about you, Ryoshu? I'm actually gonna get chopping. Need to vent the shitty feeling. Are you sure they're gonna be okay, Faust? This is something that must be done regardless of the soundness of its participants. Faust spoke sternly. I still quite detest this plan. Let's be honest for let's be honest for a second. Are any of us actually happy to go along with this? Okay, I guess there's one. Honglu, Ryoshu, and I walked up to the platform. Up close, it's much larger and grander and more imposing than I thought it would be. Enter the fabric threshold. Once we walked past the curtains as instructed, we saw Jia, Yuanchun, Jiamu, and Jia Sheng waiting for us inside. Sheng? Shengha, I guess. I know not what in your life behind the hedges could have wrought this change of heart. See you aspire to the seat of hierarchy is indeed a sight most curious. It's been a while, big sister. Has life in Q-Core been treating you well? I've seen and learned much, as you must know, Bio. Now I see your true reason for returning home today. I'm sorry, grandmother. I thought better than to let this become common knowledge. So you did. Now you have revealed your intent. Withdrawal is no longer an option. Very well. I present the answer you brought here today. I'm sure you already sat through many people standing in the same place I am now, explaining to you what they brought. So I suppose you'd much prefer that I give you a straightforward visual demonstration to make you sit through another 1,000-word lecture. Honglu gave Yoshu a nod. Yes, I'm okay. Our answer that we may be is he just gonna kill Honglu and bring back? Like, that's probably it. That we may be able to demonstrate before them is resurrection, via Dante's power, to show them that to us death is but a temporary setback, and a most dramatic demonstration of that ability would be to fucking holy shit, just in half. You in half vertically. Indeed, you have certainly demonstrated something. You were truly the least scary part of today, Bayo. Ah, I see. So the most effective way to we get killed in front of them, without any room for ambiguity. That at that, yes. Then does that mean that one of us has to make sure that Hong Lu no longer lives? Oi, no need to beat around the bush. Remember what we did to each other when we first met? Then Heathcliff, it's the implication that you are so willing to murder Hong Lu without hesitation. Murder, mate? Did you really have to put it like? Fairly, I do not wish to hurt my good companions more than I already have. Maybe it's stretch to say that it's fortunate, however, we seem to have an individual among us who may be able to carry out the task in the most painless, swift, and unburdened manner. And everyone immediately turned to look at... Yeah. So how would you like to be cut? Where's that fucker, Leon? Who's he working with? Seemed that slicing would have did nothing to distract Ryoshi from her own thoughts. Jimu watches in silence, motionless in her seat. You have split his brain in half. You've irreversibly ended his child life. Not even life insurance shall be able to bring him back now. Bayu? Well, what will you do now? You have no means to restore the straight of the family. For your transgressions, clock, spin it. And so, it turned, in one of the most high-intensity situations I'd ever turned it. The muscle fibers, the nerves, the flesh that was split all began to reconnect like a rewinding videotape. Wait, why doesn't this hurt at all? Yoshi's skill with the sword was no joke. I didn't even feel the slightest bit of discomfort. I don't Hong Lu even realize he was dying. Bayo, I truly realize that it's been a while since we've met. He has grown quite bold. I smell beasts. Dark shadows had appeared outside the curtain, surrounding us, before I even realized what was happening. Bull, rooster, dragon, monkey. The Heisho are here. The task was to find the answer to freedom from aging and death, not to break a taboo and precipitate the destruction of our home. It has not been long since the family that once led H-Core was brought to ruin. No arbiter nor claw shall ravage a family of Hong Yuan again. Jia Yuanchun appeared ready to command the Heisho to kill us all, but Jimu silenced her with the wave of her hand. You will wait. Better about Jimu. Once the resurrection is complete, the head will... must end this before they hold for about 15 minutes at least. To be rash in judgment is to judge you completely. I wish not to lose either our treasure and a clue to immortality. And Hong Lu's soul again. Ah, thank you, Yoshu. It really didn't hurt at all. And you too, Dante. No problem. Or, probably no problem. Grandmother, big sister Yuanchun. You see that? This is the immortality I found. Are we safe? If aught behold, a swift vengeance shall arrive in time. It is simply yet to return. Jimu's quiet utterance seemed to dissipate the forces that had surrounded us outside the curtains. Gia Bayo. In the first round of the family hierarchy evaluations, you pass. Bayo of the Gia family passes. What trickery is this? I thought he was off on sightseeing tour away from Hongwon like a jobless child when he even managed to find his own answer. Thus ends the first round. Those who pass must prepare for the second round, set to commence tomorrow. Remember, candidates are barred from harming one another between now and the commencement of the second round of evaluations. This is your one and only rule, thus remember well. Anyone who dares break it shall immediately be disqualified. That is all. As soon as Jia Chong announced the end of the first round, everyone in the audience began rushing towards the first floor. Getting mixed up in that crowd is probably not a great idea. Let's get out of here. Indeed, let's immediately return to Hong Lu's room. And we decided to slip out of here before the curious crowd swept us away. However, as we turned around to leave, stood Jia Shu in our path. Ah, big brother. Congratulations on passing the first round. I hear that you passed as well, young master. Congratulations, you're in order, it seems. How is it that you, young master, who has not shown an inkling of ambition towards the seat of hierarchy, suddenly emerges as one of its candidates, positively stealing the show? Well, you know, sometimes... God damn it. Sometimes people get swept up by random surges of ambition. Wasn't that surge of ambition your company's and not the young master's? Well, if I made it last meeting and confirm it, it sure seems they know it pretty well. We're not impressed upon you enough that you were to nicely remain within our borders. Instead, he sparked such disorder at the fringes of his perimeter. I thought that his only role in this design would be played as a pawn by Jia Shishun, no more. My lord, perhaps you have overestimated this young master. Are you still of the belief that inaction is a path without consequences? I didn't even get to say hello to you earlier, brother. Bayo of the Jia family formally extends his greetings to you. I realize that this is the first time we're meeting face to face since I reached adulthood. Speaking of which, did you manage to stitch Big Brother Yihua and Mr. Xingtao's heads back onto their bodies? Heathcliff was first let out a flabbergasted gasp before the other sinners followed suit. I guess that's how siblings of hung on greet each other, huh? Seems that Miss Bouchai was just a particularly nice exception. You ask a question that deserves no answer. You've arrived here, unprepared yet ready to cast yourselves into the flames, all for the mere reason that your turn had come. If your mind hasn't changed, then it would be wise to remain unseen and unnoticed as you were. Yes, thank you for your concern. This facade of wisdom and pensiveness worn upon your speech is truly intractable. Do I do that? Noticing Jiachu's hand tighten around his weapon, Ishmael quickly jumped in. Oh, in case you forgot, there's a rule preventing candidates who pass the first round from killing each other. Hopefully I'm not the only one who remembers that. If you're going to continue to bully us, don't be surprised if there are consequences. Otis, you finished the preparations, right? The reinforcements are standing by at the front gates. Which is why I'm warning you that taking any rash action prior to the start of the second round could result in a pointless skirmish for both of us. Loud boasts from an illusory army in an empty fortress, though I believe that sheer might is hardly the quality one should flaunt. I'm not intent on fighting you here. Giovanni, you will beget great suffering by endeavoring to embrace beyond your abilities. Yet, if he still wishes to challenge and be broken, then perhaps the outcome is simply meant to be. And with that, they turned around and left us. It seemed that they were only here to give us a warning. What a relief. I thought we'd have to fight Jichu and his Heisho pack. They did see right through us in the end, but hey, nice teamwork, Otis. What unbelievable impudence. Did you notice how they did not even glance at the rest of us throughout the entire exchange? Shui Baochai peeked out from a pillar before walking up to Honglu. You passed the first round! I'm so happy for you! Stacey, what's going on here? I didn't even imagine in my wildest dreams that you'd be participating in the family hierarchy war. Congratulations to you, Big Sister Baochai, for passing the first round. Gathering from the fact that you hit it even for me, you really didn't want anyone to know. Yeah, I imagine that must have kicked up quite the ruckus with everyone. Now I'm starting to feel kind of bad about this. Somehow we ended up lying to everyone. Hey, don't beat yourself up over it, Onin said. Well, it was all the same to you. I want to say I'm so happy that you decided to take part. I was worried that you might have already left Dagawanyun so far away from me again by the time I was finished with the family hierarchy. That would have been too bad. So I'm glad that we'll get to spend more time together. You guys contestants, they better not kill her. Don't forget to say hello and give me a wave if we ever run into each other. Okay? Shui Baochai left to rejoin her own faction, waving sweetly as she did so. I'm just gonna... 40 lunacy, yo. Jia Shichun. You've returned, young master. Yep, good evening, Jian. Jian bowed wordlessly in that same detached coldness we sensed earlier. She did not seem at all excited about her master's success today, nor did she appear to be concerned about him. A letter has arrived for you, young Master Bio. You didn't even try to hide the fact that the envelope was tampered with, did you? My responsibility was to deliver the letter. To protect its integrity was not one of my obligations. Hunglu, are you sure she's your maidservant? It's okay, she's not wrong. Shiran, can I ask you something? Shielding promised to play a rock casting game with me, but I can't find him anywhere. Ah, that's, how many numbers have you learned so far, young master? Shiran and I learned up to 10. Then he'll be back after 100 nights sleep. Sleep 10 nights, 10 times, and then that's 100 nights. Whoa, that's so cool, Shiran. You're so smart. It's that thing. It's something we all learned growing up. Here, I slept 10 times, 10 nights. But I still don't know where Shielding's gone. Did I say that young Master Shielding was returned? You said he'll be back after 100 nights. Oh, 100 nights is hardly enough, young Master. It will take at least 1,000 nights. Given what they did to him. What the fuck? I see. You're smart as always, Shirin. Young Master, it's been years, but Jialing's body is still decaying. He's lost control over half his body. Even after he's fed the boluses that I sent him? I was told to relay that your boluses were useless, young master. The decay reached his brain, and I overheard the other servants gossip that it is impossible to recover from such a wound. The body is functionally dead. Death would be preferable, in fact. So give up your naive hope and forget about him. You're always so smart, Shirin. I'll now read the letter, Executive Manager. Huh? Oh, right, yeah. As I stood there, pondering, Otis walked up to the front with the letter in hand. This is from the manager's side. Hello, everyone. Heard you managed to pass the first round. I wrote this letter before I heard the news, actually. You won't even be reading this letter if you haven't passed. The heck? But let's say the celebration's for later. The real game starts in round 2. Then the other candidates must have been making alliances, strategies, sharing information about the next round. Meanwhile, you guys stumbled around aimless and alone before returning to your lodging, and here you are, reading my letter. Is she watching us somewhere? But not to worry. For your team specifically, round 2 doesn't require much strategizing, because it will be messy and continuous battle after battle. So battle on, as you always do. Huh? Is what you do best, right? Hold on. I'd like to go into more detail in this letter, but I'm sure this letter will be, and has, most likely, been intercepted by someone from some other candidate's clan or coalition. So, in order for you to obtain our objective, you have to rely on what you have learned and gained so far. Your intuition and your fearlessness. Like I said earlier, we have but one purpose. Contextual clues suggest that this one purpose is implied to be come in second place and obtain the golden bow. Well, that wraps everything up. One last thing. Shameless curs who have rested their eyes upon the contents of this letter, the authorization shall be struck down with a curse of misfortune that lasts generations upon generations. Ne'er shall they ever be successful in any endeavor regardless of nature. The bottom part of this letter has been torn off, huh? What a way to end a letter. So does that anyone know what to expect in round 2? The letter really didn't help with anything at all. It would be better to learn the exact rules on site and hear from the organizers themselves. It's likely that there are forces who have already have their eyes and ears on us. Safe manager, there's someone by the door. Round Q. I don't think that's what this is. Damn it! Grab your weapons, prepare for bat. Rush to the door. The person by the door was other than Gia Shicho. She wore an expression that we've grown quite familiar with by now. An interesting combination of annoyance and disappointment. Why do I ever expect anything better from you anymore? You're just opening the front door to anyone without even checking who knocked, just like that. I thought you were done talking with. Yeah, we could be pretty heedless from time to time. But I don't think anyone who's intending to kill us would have the decency to stand and hesitate in front of my door wondering if she should knock or not. Earlier in round 1, you had yourself killed in front of Jiu Mu and Big Sister Yanchun, didn't you? And revived yourself in front of them too, I presume. Yeah? Why even go that far, huh? What's gotten into you, brother? Family hierarch? Really? Why now? Why all of a sudden? I can tell, just from that look on your face, that you couldn't care less about becoming something like the family hierarch. Is that really it? That they told you to? Shishun, imagine just for the sake of it. What if our actual goal isn't to come in first place? Do you seriously expect me to believe that? Right? Totally, heck, I wouldn't buy that either. Anyways, I'm not here to ally or prolay with you. I'm never, ever doing anything like that with you again, brother. It'll be that time soon, you know. And your room's always been so dark because you barely let so much a ray of moonlight in. Seems like she's warning us that we'll be visited by some uninvited guests soon. Yeah, no way they're letting you, a sudden unforeseen variable, spend the night in peace. Didn't they warn us earlier that round 2 candidates are prohibited from hurting each other? I see, the only thing that matters is the exact wording of law, not the spirit of it. Right, they won't intervene as long as the candidate's not trying to kill a fellow candidate, literally, with their own hands. So don't trust anyone, even your maidservants. Thanks for coming here in person, Shichun. Tomorrow we'll really be enemies. No, it's too late to change anything, but tomorrow. Shichun stumbled over words, trailed off, and then turned around and left as though she swallowed what she wanted to say. What did you expect to visit? I wish to visit you herself. I made 3 attempts to talk her out of it. It was highly impertinent of someone of my station to advise against her 3 times, yes, but I implore you all to know that her choice to come here was not an easy one. This question can sound a bit nosy, but are things okay over there? We will face the trial to the best of our abilities. I wish with all my heart that our paths will not cross tomorrow. I share a sentiment. I wish not to ever bring harm to them, nor they to us in turn. Well, one thing's ever gone as we wished, eh? Wow, I can't. Why am I still gonna do a British accent now? But Heathcliff just sounded uneasy. Or sounded just as uneasy. Residents. Ooh, battle time. Intruders. Oh. You want me to use slash? I'll use slash. Oh, I have to use a Honglu? Wait, like... Oh, they just let you pick, like, basically any of them. Was this guy sinking, or... Yeah. Is there not a good rupture Honglu? If target has 5 plus rupture, inflict 2 rupture, inflict 2 rupture. I guess K core is it's just a tank. I'll take it. That should be fine. Oh moon, once it waxes and wanes. Oh water, once it fills and overflows. For all lights must go out, the night is still. It's time, sharpen your senses. Hey, what are some known infiltration routes in this building that our enemies could use? Anywhere really, as long as the assassin's willing to put their mind to it. There was this one time when one of them suddenly appeared from under my bed. That sounds kind of terrifying, man. Yoshu, who is usually puffing her cigarette as the senators were looking around, a full alert suddenly pointed up. Ceiling, someone just landed above us. Ah, so if they're hiding in the ceiling, there must be more waiting for us to just out the door. Honglu spoke casually as though he's expecting them to have them join us for tea or something. Impressive, you're pretty sharp. The sailors all whipped out their weapons and swung towards the voice, but the assassin dodged back with ease and chugged from a gourd in his hand. Wait, this smells like... Is that not drinking on the job? Give me a break. I'm an old guy on a night shift. I say I deserve a drink. Target's gonna master Geobio. Let's just kill him and call it a night. With that, the enemies began flooding into the room. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. That took a while. Alright. 12 enemies, okay. Yeah, so I will actually be doing this. Alright, well. Both unopposed, but we'll just... If I can get the 5 gluttony, that's just nice. Alright, well. Now, we just gotta chill. Watch some flashy animations. I don't know why I'm so tired. I got like 9 hours of sleep. And even more gluttony. Well, you're fast enough. That's the same. You are fast enough, but still neutral, so we're going back to power counter. You're not fast enough, so might as well do that. Favored, they're both neutral. Gluttony, because probably the clash power is gonna be nice from all the green. Honestly, just keeping the chain. So, like, that's +2 class power right there. And then I mean, it's not a bonus, there's no reason not to really, or to do so. He's not gonna have 5 plus rupture. Yeah. I what? Get it. Just Twisted Curse Salesman would go crazy right now. Fucking Malfaust, dude, just 342 just for having 10 speed, which is not something she struggles with. It's like, yeah. Nice. That one, like, really well. Both on a buzz, might as well get the haste. There you go. There you go. Alright. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, everyone's just either getting staggered or killed. I love the Rupture team, man. The only thing the Bleed team has over is the passive healing, for me at least. Yeah, it's 10 speed, so that's just gonna kill 2 guys. Well, might as well save that for later. Trade is back? Uh, yeah, why not? Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Fucking 17 gluttony already. Holy shit. Yeah, I can see why having old Talisman Sinclair would be a little bit of an issue. Like, that's just so much rupture you're just throwing out. Because you have infinite count with the Hashos. Oh my god. It's like not even close. Holy shit. No, because like, imagine from like these guys' perspectives. Because they know who the Hasho are. And you're running into 4 of them. Not only 4 of them, a Sync Association guy, some chick with like lobotomy core gear, like eagle gear, and then a K core guy who's just never gonna die. Your target is a guy from K core who will never die because of his goddamn K core ampules. All right, yeah, just to make sure you didn't have any count. What demonstrator lasso Lin, yeah. I think I can just win, right? Just cursor butcher, but just like genuinely, like I feel bad for these guys, bro. This gotta suck. This guy's gonna get just oh no 10 speed. Damn. And blink step just really no kill. Oh wait, Serpent's Mortal Fury. Flurry. No. Wait, there's 2 reuses, right? Holy no kills, bro. No kills. That's or 2 kills, but like I felt like there should have been much more. Well, at least they should just die now. Trace us on a guy with like 1 health. That guy's just gonna die. He's just dead. He's just gone. 3 days until Type Soul, man. Lock in. Lock it. I don't know. I want Type Soul to be good. It feels like they're going into like what every game does when they start dying, adding like pets and like trade rolls, and, like just stuff that is gonna end up being like less skill, more build. Which I don't know. I'm excited for the Hell arc. As long as you're not like, because if the bosses, okay, this is like a insane tangent now that I think about it. Let me just equip it, the announcer, because I did end up picking Tiferet. I have her. I don't know who she is yet, really. Well, I know who she is, but like, I feel like we're gonna learn a lot more during the story, so I'm not gonna equip it right now. Yeah. Anyways, support back to Honglu. Where is he? Yeah, Fang Hunt. God, I wish Fang Hunt was good. Let's just keep taking the K core. Anyways, if it's just straight into battle, I'll keep yapping about the Type Soul stuff. If not, read it, then I'll yap about Type Soul stuff. All right. So while I set this up, I will Type Soul. Type Soul, Roblox game, kind of feels like, I think best way to describe the combat for people who haven't played it is, oh god, I guess this really hinges on you playing different other, like, Roblox games. But, it's a Bleach-based game. Like, parry-based combat. Well, before the shutdown, it was like parry-based in quotations, because most of the time, it felt like it was just better to dodge attacks than to parry them. Because some of the attacks had like really weird parry timings. There's just a lot of stuff going on. It was just, parrying was not as good as it felt like it should have been, or as important. I've heard that they made some fixes to make it better, but obviously can't really know until it's like out. But yeah. So for any of you who have played like Deep Woken or a game like similar to it, it's like that, just a lot more movement based and a lot less. You're like doing your like sword at your main like sword attack, like your M1s, your left click attack less often. It's more skill spam, but like it's not like there's only one skill tree where it's like, yeah, every time you see someone using it, they will be running and spamming, and that's just Keto, which is like the magic skill tree. Um, damn, struggle, damn. Wait, hold on. What the? What? Oh, because it doesn't factor in the speed thing. Okay. I see. Okay, okay. What was I saying? Something. It was something about that episode. Yeah. I'm excited for it to come back. I'm excited for the Hellverse to come. If you know anything about Bleach, the one-shot Kubo released after the story was done was about. Um, it was essentially just them talking about Hell. So, if Kubo ever does like want to finish that, that would be amazing. I don't think anyone would be like even slightly like it's just good. Like more Bleach content is a great thing in my opinion. But however, you can. There's not really wiping, like straight up. If you die, I think it was 3 times in the Hellverse, you're gonna have to like fight a boss that's essentially you. If you pop your mode, it's gonna pop its mode. If you pop like whatever you do, it. Why? How the fuck am I already on Talisman Sinclair? Uh oh. Uh oh. Yo, I just want you just give me full resonance, bro. Um, what the fuck? Did I have him like early in the deploy order or something? Um, okay. I keep getting sidetracked. Oh, you die 2 times, you don't get like wiped. Your slot it doesn't like it's not permadeath yet. You can wipe, or you can fight a boss that's yourself. If you pop, it pops, whatever. Um, and every time you beat it and have to fight it again because you died another 3 times, there'll be another one that you're fighting at the same time. If they share a health bar, like the same set amount of HP, that's that'll be fine. Arguably, it could get easier at some point when there's so many of them that you just pop a massive AoE move. However, if they all have their own health bar, he lives on 1 HP. Okay, if they'll have their own health bar, that could be bad very quickly. I don't know. I'm excited for the true modes, which is any of you who watch Bleach, it's like after Ichigo got his true Bankai and Renji got his like true Bankai, there's just been like a big thing about like, yo, what if other characters got like their true modes, and it's like that's what they're doing for this game essentially. It's true modes, true Segundas, which I think, because they already have like normal Segundas in the game, even though like the only person who ever really did it in the show was Ulquiorra. But so true Segundas, which is like just a level above what we have in the game right now. And then for Quincy's, they go from having the Schrift in base, having their Volständig or Volständig, I don't know German, to having Sklaverei, which, goddamn, those cutscenes that they have for Sklaverei and like the arenas you fight on are so sick. For the balance, which is Jugrum's Shrift, you literally will fight on a scale. For the Superstar, which is I forget the name of the guy with the superstar, but I know his little buddy is James. And like it's just like a boxing ring. Like it's genuinely like such cool arenas for the fight. Anyways, oh, that's why. Yeah, hold on. That was why. Because this guy's at least level 50. Can I? Yeah. I feel better if it was like 4 levels down. I'm okay with. 10, not so much. Um, that clash further down from the offense level, the difference is not fun. Oh, sorry. wait, I can. I have a water bottle near me. I can do this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but there we go. I have no idea if that caught on the mic. Well, still working on it. Seems like we're continually underestimated by our foes. Shiyua made the same mistake. You didn't seriously think that would be defeated by such a pathetic force, did you? Ah, pipe down and give me an early hangover. And don't you compare us to that little troublemaker of the Shi family, will you? Be careful, Otis. His combat capabilities are leagues beyond those of his companions. So that's why he's so sure of himself, I see. Identify your name and allegiance. Really? You think I'd just tell you all that if you ask nicely? Work in this line of business? I have no name nor allegiance to give you, friend. Though I have no name to give, I have a title that others took the liberty of giving me. You tend to pick up one or two after surviving this for so long. He who emerges with a liquor bottle only to fade. This motherfucker gave the holy drink. The world has deigned to call him the night drifter of the drunken palm. He's not out yet. Alright. Why do I sell the... I don't have a... Do I have a bleed unit in the back? I guess I do. Hold on. What? Yo? Oh, it's focusing counter. Okay. Everything's unopposed? Well, might as well just... gain on inflict 1 rupture count. On crit, reduce death rate venom on target by 1. On crit, reuse the score. Oh, it has to be on crit. Okay. Favorite on everything except that guy. Oh, I just don't clash against this guy. Unuse. Yeah. Thing is, like, I definitely want to use. I should just like, even if I take damage, I should just use them. That's a counter. That's getting clashed with. That's getting clashed with. That is getting clashed with. Not getting clashed. Oh, okay. That should be fun. I'm fine with just losing the first couple of clashes to get the Strider Mount going. Couldn't roll tails earlier, man. Really? There. You know what? We take the free sanity. She can heal herself, that's fine. Exercise target, yep. 20 shield guard, yeah. And yeah, come on, no heads. Alright. Well, at least Serpent Arm. Of course she is kind of fortunate. But now everyone's fast. Exit. Alright. Oh, I still have to do the counter if I want to do anything. Probably gonna have to be that one. Wait, is the... Okay, the floor is higher. Neutral. Damn. Damn, why is everything neutral? Hopeless. She's fucking 2-speed. Do I think she's gonna flash with? No, she's just not always gonna go on fuzz. Nice. Nice. Unfortunate. And no heads. Nice. Nice. Alright, at least we're getting the Sandy up. Nice. Nice. Alright, yeah, that should just... Unfortunately, I'm not enough speed to proc the death rate, but that's fine. Nice. Nice. Let's go. And I'm fine with him taking hits. He's K-core. Oh, he's slash fatal. Oh. That's not great. Oh. Ugh. Staggered with 6 aggro, holy shit. Alright, you're just killing him. You want to clash. What the hell does this sway do? Turn end at 3 seconds. So, oh, 3 attack power up with 2 fragile next. Oh, he's fragile. Okay. That's how he gets getting the fragile, I guess. Damn, why is everything fucking struggling? Damn, bro. Guess that like I don't think he's slash weak, right? Yeah, just damn, this is why is this fight like Loki whooping my ass? Nice. And this should actually start getting the death rates to proc, which is great for. Oh, he's almost staggered. Okay. Once he gets staggered, I'm cooking. Ah, you're kidding me. Nice. Ah, brother. Whatever. Oh, he's staggered. Is he staggered? Yes. I'm assuming the fight's just gonna end if he dies, so I might just go all in. What is this? Gain 1 K core and fuel next turn. Oh. No. I'm fine with Ongu dying. I don't have Tear of the Tarnished, so. Oh, he's last, so the fragile won't. Alright, that's actually not great. I guess still not really a reason not to. Alright, he has 2 fragile. Real? What the? What? Are you kidding me? I didn't read. I didn't read. I should have taken the turn to kill these guys. Wait. Alright, she's the only one who still has Strider Mouth. Not drop below 1. Okay. 10 offense level. Damn. Is that unclash? Oh, he has 10 speed. What's stopping me from just doing that? Because I don't think I. Wait. When I during the combat phase. Oh, if he doesn't hit Honglu, he... Okay, I see. Ah! So I wanted to hit Honglu, but I don't want Honglu to die. Cause I'm assuming if he dies, I lose. Automatic. Alright, it's fine. No ego resources, so unfortunate. That's okay. Just a fucking 45, dude. And he gets heads. Yeah, of course you fucking died. Holy shit. And, oh my god. Just need to get as much damage off as I can. Alright, Dimension Shredding. Oh wait, this lets him revive, right? So that's the ego passive? Yep. Nice. Alright, he's back to normal stuff. Yeah. Let me just check that ego passive. When HP falls to 0 for the first time, spends all charge count to heal. Yeah. What's his like actual passive? 20. Oh, even better. So if I can just hit him with that, that should just like win the fight basically. Alright, surely this works. Nice. Oh, and it's Ascendant. Nice. And better. 30, 120, reuse, 223. Okay. Yeah, I guess the 200 wasn't enough, but should at least be able to kill someone, right? Alright. Really? Nice. When with that fragile, it's almost over. Oh, and swim for protection. I completely forgot about that. This guy's just dead. Nice. Oh my. Wait. I'm locked. I'm locked in. Yeah, I got. Yeah. Is it staggered? Oh. Uh oh. Is this a scripted loss? Or loss? Yes! Let's go. Alright, I should probably read, like, stuff. You're next on the last one. How strangely confident you are for someone who's failed to protect their master. He doesn't know that sinners can come back from death. When I claimed young master by his life, I should be free to clock out. Still coming back from a crushed brain. No shame. Hey, said under my tutelage, he could almost match me in skill. And the intruder disappeared from the room without another word. And after a brief break, I revived the dead sinners. Just who could have possibly sent him? Could be that Jia Shu bloke familiar. He saw the way he was glaring at the rich boy. He wasn't the only one glaring daggers at Honglu, you know. Oh, are you alright? If your brain's feeling fuzzy, ask him to turn the clock back again. No, it's just that this feels new to me. Whenever I was attacked in here, this building felt so infinitely vast. But now that I'm here with all you, it feels so crowded and alive. That's Funny how? Well, I imagine he's saying that he's happy we got his back, to paraphrase. Nice. Hanglu, uh, character development, yo. He's like showing emotions and shit. That's crazy. Alright, is she in? Alright, oh, there you go. Young master. I brewed some newer tea for you. Will you imbibe some before departing? Imbibe is crazy. Imbibe is like that's that's just a crazy way to put it. No way, Hunglu. Remember how that envelope we received yesterday was torn open? Refuse it. I'm okay. I'd love some tea, Jun. Thank you. Yes, young master. Hunglu sips Jun's tea. Hey, that tea could have been poisoned. I know we have Dante, but you're being too reckless. I wasn't being reckless on account of having Dante around. If I was, and if it really was poison, I would be needlessly hurting Dante in the process. Even if she's become a lot less friendly, Shirin was still Shirin, so I thought it would be okay. I realized Shirin's odd change of character was reminiscent of those we'd seen earlier in the back streets of District 8. Shirin went through a lot of revivals, didn't she? Yes, she's my closest maidservant, so she was on the most expensive version of life insurance. So when you say Shirin's still Shirin, you mean that her memories are intact? Yep. Life insurance doesn't actually decay your memory, but still, you'll slowly erode away. Like a stone weathering merciless gusts and rainstorms, the memory shrinks and shrinks, slowly losing its definition, until the form itself is lost. It leaves a faint sensation that the stone was once there, until it was no more. But I hope that faint sensation remains a warm remembrance to Shirin, at least. Shirin quietly cleared the way the tea set. We could not tell if she had heard Honglu, or if she cared at all, if she did. Regardless, we left her to her job and made our way to the plug that was waiting to take us to the round 2 venue. When marching out to meet your foes in deadly war, normally most sinners would have laughed off Otis for being over dramatic, but today they were all listening intently to her every word. We already had several close run-ins with the candidates and their factions, and even the formidable Heisho pack. Those experiences were more than enough to convince us that this was the time to take her seriously. We must first learn as much as possible about her primary foe. The one that poses the greatest threat, if you will. That is Shishu. Let's list everything we've learned about the individual so far. Well, we know that he had no problems with bloodying his own hands. Remember how he grabbed those decapitated heads? And we know that he tried to ensure that both our team and Shichun's wouldn't participate in the family hierarchy war. We're also aware that he's flanked by Zilu, a mighty Heisho, and Shigong, a strategist. And it seems like he was the one who sent those assassins from last night, too, right? Yeah. We know he's definitely wary of us, so we should stay on guard. As we all know, Dagonyun is led by 4 ancient and grace houses: the Jia, Shi, the Shui, and the Wang. Ever since the times before my own birth, this place was a den of political intrigue, a jungle where a single misstep could spell your death. Today, the Jia family holds the most power and influence before, which means that I was on top of the world, afforded a life of luxuries and leisure, the kind of envious life that everyone looks up to and aspires to attain. But Big Brother Shu, he was beneath even the rock bottom of the same world. Rock bottom? Metaphor for aught, perhaps? If it isn't, then I presume he's implying that someone pushed Chu to the depths. Yes. Many hands pushed him towards the cliff, but there was no more room for him to back up to. His only remaining choice was to plummet. Brother Shu is the last surviving descendant of the annihilated Kong family. Yet his surname was Jia, was it not? His mother was from the Kong family. Ah, how. My hand was probably one of the many that pushed him off the cliff. I don't think it's the first person to do that. No need to make excuses for me. Envy and jealousy came about from my grandmother and the elders' favoritism. And where there's a zenith, so exists a nadir. Hiding won't let me get away from it, so I'm going to accept it. Hanglu remained placid throughout the entire review, as though he was making some innocent commentary about the weather and clouds going by. In fact, watch out for the ones working with the thumb, too. It was Ryoshu who appeared more agitated than he was. The thumb. Oh, the walking shithouse brick from earlier. Brick shithouse from earlier. Lei Hong. You're weirdly worried, Ryoshi. Don't you usually just... It's because he's powerful. Silence descended in the Pelunquin. Has Ryoshi ever called anyone straight up powerful before? No one replied. Everyone's scared. That feels fair about a boss or someone right under the underboss of a syndicate, one of the fingers. I don't know a lot about the lore, but I know enough that those guys are scary. Not only scary, they are very scary. We've arrived at the venue for the second round of the evaluation. We found ourselves at some kind of deep subterranean area with multiple lifts inside it. Some contestants were already rising on those lifts, but most of them had elected to remain down here to quietly and furtively discuss their strategies. As for us, they were slowly getting used to our presence, drawing the attention of every person in the room the moment we started. Contestants must now each board their lifts and ascend. Well, should we get going too? I feel like we're drawing way too much attention, so let's... But we were stopped by a voice calling us. Big Brother Bio. Ah, Dayu. Have you been well? I'd seen a child who looked like her just a few times in Honglu's memories. I remember her beaming at Honglu as she made a mound of petals in one hand, or with one hand. But now she looked at him with a discernible emotion, as fear in the very same hand. Dayu, I didn't think you'd be participating in the family hierarchy. Have you forgotten that my family cannot exist unless we are in service of greater houses? I'm but a blade serving a clan from the Shui family. I see. For Big Sis Baoshai's family. Yes, I will be fighting in service of others to the last of my days. Dayu. Honglu took a step toward her, but she raised her hand and pushed him away. It was not a threat, but her gesture carried implicit resoluteness that had brought Honglu to a stop. Dayu, I'll be departing Daguanyun soon. The others have commanded me to leave here and experience more of the world. You're leaving Daguanyun? So you leave me now, still refusing to illuminate me the truth about that day. Why? Why won't you stop smiling like that? Then, I hope you'll never come back here again. We shared an intimate bond once, yet it's all for naught. Now I'm unbound by the heavens, unbound by the dirt. Still lies his heart of mine now, with emptiness wrought. Sorry about that. Take a sip of water. A blossom may be loved now, but its wilting sharpens the blade of woe, the blade of hurt. Our meeting should have never come to pass. You always say things that are so difficult and saddening to hear. My own funeral was held long ago. Now having met you for the final time, when we meet our ends here, may we each become a lone thread of formless smoke to be scattered to the winds. Why is she speaking in constant metaphors, bro? I don't want to think this hard, I just want to read. With that, Dayu walked away from us. Ah, looks like I forgot to introduce her to everyone. She's someone with whom I had a brief connection in my childhood, though I guess our reunion was made under unfavorable circumstances. That she came here in service of another candidate means that we'll be enemies the next time we meet. He sang trailed off without vocalizing the sentiment inside. Connections are such fickle things after all. Honglu muttered with a faint hint of loneliness as we entered the grand lift, enclosed by 4 pillars. The lift rises ploddingly. When I looked down, I could see the other candidates, still waiting for their lifts, looking up at us. The candidates whose fates may or may not intermingle with our own in this battle. Bio, you will never leave this place alive. No matter what it takes, we'll cut off your head. No matter what it takes. Someone screams bitterly from beneath us, but the lift does not stop. Young Honglu. Are we to be battle villains henceforth in this quest? But to them, we are the villains. Then are they to be evil in our eyes? It's a distinction without difference. Well, whichever is the case, I'm pretty sure that trying to draw a clear line between enemies and allies won't mean much. It seemed that we finally arrived at our destination as the lift slowed down. We were greeted by a sight that at first... Is that the fucking chair Bina sat on? Again, like, I know bits and pieces about, like, the stuff from, like, the Project Moon, just, like, universe. Is that the fucking chair Bina sat at? Bina, I don't know which one it is. I think it's Bina. Is that the fucking chair? It looks like it. That's crazy. We were greeted by a sight that, at first glance, appeared as though it belonged outside. We were still clearly within the confines of Hongmu. Underneath the blue sky were two metal gates that leading into a massive looming structure. Red lights flickered ominously around the building. Looks like they decorated this huge space to look like the outside. Can't even fathom how much money they must have poured into this project. Family hierarchy evaluations, part 2, round 2. A disembodied voice echoed from the speakers with a buzz. Begins now. The door to the lift that carried us up here closed shut. Ah, I finally recognize where we are. You've been here before? This place is the site of the former H Court that was once headed by the Kong family. This place still bleeds from the wounds made red. I wonder if we will be spilling fresh blood over them today. We are surrounded by the loud and crowded bustle of the teeming audience. Is Honglu smiling still, as he always has been since our first meeting? I turn around to face him. I already see a much younger Honglu. The deep sorrow in the child's eyes were about to overflow, as if he were ready to burst into tears. Holy shit! What happened, bro? Was he there when the? No, shit. Okay. There's definitely gonna be a lore drop about the eye soon. Oh, it's a dungeon. Okay, it's a dungeon. I think now's a good time to call it, and then save the dungeon for tomorrow. Yeah. As always, I've done this for like 2 days. Yeah, it is roughly evening for me. Sometime in the new, yeah, evening. So wherever you are, have a good afternoon, good evening, good morning. If you're just popping in, probably there's no one here, but if you end up seeing this, yeah,